Is that have sugar in it? Is that actual Coca-Cola? What is it?
It's Coke Zero.
Oh, that's your tab replacement.
Because they only have one tab left, and Ron Klain won't help me, and even though he was a tab drinker too.
Oh, dear.
He's keeping y'all for himself.
I think he is.
What occasion are you saving that one tab for?
I don't know.
Somebody is a one-issue voter.
You know what? When Trump goes to jail,
there we go.
There is going to be some serious tab drinking
with that last tab.
There's going to be some serious tab drinking.
Glug, 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 glug. Okay. Hey, look. Raleigh in Michigan has a pay-per-view ticket for Saturday.
Yay.
Sexy Liberal pay-per-view. Opening up the show, Chris Lavoie, Travis Bone, Jody Hamilton. Right?
I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
We'll figure it out.
I'll do the same thing I did in Chicago and
there
in D.C.
you go.
All right.
Glenn Kirshner, Rob Reiner on
Then we'll
panel.
just let him talk.
Or something tight. That's
Raleigh says, Dear Steph, the appellation of sexy in the context of sexy liberal is unneeded. All liberals are sexy. Thank you to Herchel Walker on behalf of all of us. We don't need no stinking badges. Yeah.
That's true.
I've heard that.
That's funny. You could all have little fake badges when you come out. What do you think? All right, we're just spitballing. We're just writing while we're, right?
I think people have done that already.
We'll be old by Saturday.
It'll be way old by Saturday.
Old by Saturday.
Oh my God, he'll have done some. I was gonna say he will have done something more ridiculous.
I mean,
he already has.
Did you see that ad with the guy, the
hold
other
his
cop?
tab. What? Pardon me.
He was standing with another cop that actually gave him the badge, and, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, I know. You can't tell anymore what's Photoshop, but he already has said something more ridiculous. So now he's. What did he say that the woman who he paid for her abortion and he had another kid with?
Right.
He. So now he does know her. Apparently,
he's figured it out.
But he said
Detective Herschel is on the case.
Can I say his detective work's a little sloppy because he was like, well, yeah, I sent her a check because she's the mother of my child, but that was the child was.
That was for the aborted child.
Right.
Right, that was way before the actual
child.
The first aborted child as opposed to the second aborted child that was not aborted.
Detective Columbo did not check the dates
Nope.
on that. Do we have 16?
Oh.
Yeah. Let's listen to the latest. Yeah.
This is still a lie because she's the mother of my child. So you're going to see me a check or somebody giving a check. So that I'm saying it's a lie.
Do you know what this $700 check is for?
I have no idea what that can be for.
Is that your signature on the check, though?
Let me see. It could be. But it doesn't matter whether it's my signature or not.
When pressed, Walker said definitively for the first time, the check is his.
Yes, that's my check.
Why should voters believe you in this?
Voters should believe me because I've been very transparent about everything I've ever done.
Oh my God.
Yes, Aaron Rupar tweeted, so Herschel Walker's new denial is that the money he sent didn't actually pay for an abortion because the recipient is, quote, the mother of my child, and he just sent her money for mom stuff. The only problem is the child in question was born years after the abortion. Oh, maybe he's psychic. Maybe that'll be the next thing. Maybe the badge gives you psychic powers as well.
That's it.
Maybe he was like, well, I knew.
It was for future crime or future baby.
Right.
It's Minority Report.
It's Minority Report.
Exactly.
It's future baby.
Yeah.
He minority reported that baby.
I have a board where Tom Cruise comes in and he moves things around. Chris, who said Herschel Walker? You said you were valedictorian of your class. You weren't. You said your company had 800 employees. It had 8. You claimed to own a company that didn't exist. You said you were in law enforcement despite your badge. You were not.
Schlepp car.
No, that would be Reverend Raphael Warnock, who one hopes remains the senator in Georgia. Jody, speaking of Barack Obama, are you fired up? Are you ready to go?
Yes.
Okay.
There's only one answer for that.
We have to get Politics Girl on. I need a little bit of oomph. I need a little
What?
What?
Oh, it's some song that's stuck in my head.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I need a little oomph. I need a little can-do. I need a little
in her head.
About the midterms. Here we go.
Stop saying the Democrats are just going to lose.
Thank you.
You know, the entire world said the Ukrainians were just going to lose. That it was inevitable. That Russia was just too strong, too big, too powerful. Well, that was the Ukrainians cared more. They fought back. They were told to surrender and they said, hey, Russian warship, go yourselves.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And that is what those of us who love democracy have to say.
Yeah.
That's the energy we have to embrace.
Yeah.
Hey, Republican Party, go yourselves. You think you can cheat and steal and lie and win? You think you can just take our rights from us and our vote from us and our freedoms from us and we're just going to let you? I don't think so. Yeah, I wish the Democrats could get their together and put together a messaging platform that makes sense, that speaks to the moment. But if they can't, we're just going to have to do it without them. Just like the brave Ukrainian citizens fought back from their own windows and made their own Molotov cocktails and acted like the ballers that they were, Democratic voters are not just going to give up because everyone says we're going to lose.
Yeah.
I'm fighting for democracy from my own damn kitchen, and I know I'm not alone. This country is filled with patriots who won't just give up democracy without a fight. We are not going to lose. We can't lose. We have to come out in droves and convince our people to come out in force, to vote against this sad, pathetic, backwards, racist, homophobic, xenophobic, misogynistic bull party banning books and gays and women's rights. This anti-democratic party without values or morals who wants to take your Social Security and your Medicare and defund our public schools and raise taxes on the poor. How can people even consider voting for them? What are they even offering?
Right.
We have to decimate this party, and then we have to start the hard work of building up a country we can all be proud of. One that works for everyone, which is exactly what they are fighting so hard to avoid. But this change only happens with the Democrats, the one party who still believes in democracy. I think the Republican Party has bitten off more than they can chew. Just like the Russians, I think they've overplayed their hand. They think they're untouchable. But even with all their cheating and lying and gerrymandering, we have to show them that they will never defeat the idea of a free America with liberty and justice for all. Hey, Russian warship, go yourselves.
Come on! Come on!
God bless the United States.
She's an alpha liberal.
She has a potty mouth.
That's
yes,
the kind
and
of,
she has a potty mouth.
That's the kind of energy I wish all of our candidates
I
had.
agree.
Yes. Hold please. Speaking of which, Chris, who said you were calling Trump America's Hitler, and then you kissed his ass, and then he endorsed you? Who said that?
Oh, wait a minute. I know this one. That was Ryan, Mike Ryan.
No, you're completely incorrect, even though you were really trying to get the right answer. That was Tim Ryan.
Tim Ryan.
To J.D. Vance.
It was Ryan. If I would have said Ryan.
Oh, my God. You're even sadder when you try to be right. Okay.
I said Ryan.
I thought you were going to go with Gosling.
Saving Private Ryan? No. He would have been the guy on the what's the when you fill out the board, he would have been like Gone with the Wine. No.
You're talking Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah, that's Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, Wheel of Fortune.
Stephanie, that show's been on for 30 years.
Well, you know
How
my
can
point
you not
is
know that?
Somebody actually
Been
guessed
on
Gone
for
with the
longer
Wine.
than 30 years.
It was debate night in America last night.
It was.
Everybody debated.
Right.
Holy crap.
Well, some people did. Other people just screamed like a stuck three-toed hog.
Oh,
Who am I talking about? Marjorie Sporkfoot.
Oh. Well, she debated the other night.
Barney Rubble.
Yeah. She's shrill.
Did she go sleeveless again?
I think she did, didn't she?
We've tried to be liberal helpers. Okay, Jody.
Yes.
Have you noticed that COVID's not over?
It's not over.
Per CNN, the House Committee on Coronavirus Crisis, led by Jim Clyburn, released its report saying the Trump administration, quote, usurped control of CDC communications and blocked health officials from providing accurate information about the virus to the American people. Mm-hmm. Is this in the now a warning file?
It is, yeah.
Why do these things take so long?
Now a warning?
I think we
kind of knew that.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew all this.
Except it's just new layers of criminality. Didn't Glenn Kirshner say once, like, negligent, homicide? Right. I mean, that's just a bunch of people died. That's okay. All right. Oh, Jody, I knew you were going to be that's why this is where I am. Hang on. Here, this is us. If Jody and I are elected, it could happen.
Help us all.
It could happen. We could be write-ins in the midterm. This would be us.
For what?
As part of China's zero tolerance COVID policy, they now have these isolation boxes at airports. If you test positive, they place you in one and take you away to a quarantine camp.
Camp?
That sounds
I'm
fun.
for it. You can see them wheeling the person through the airport.
I did test before I came over this morning to make sure that whilst
you.
I traveled this week that I didn't catch it again.
Okay.
Maybe you two could run for governor because the governor said that the emergency will be over early next year.
Okay, we don't care how pretty Gavin Newsom is.
He is very pretty.
You write us in. So we can start carting people away in little isolation boxes.
They do that on sets.
It looks like a little magic box, like, they're going to saw him in half. That's what it is.
They put people in isolation boxes on sets right
I'm
now.
not sure putting people in boxes and taking them to camps is the best.
What's your point?
That's not a platform to run on, Stephanie.
How is this not workable?
Ooh.
What kind of camp do they have? Horseback riding?
A fun summer camp.
Yeah.
There'll be arts and crafts.
Anytime people are taken away to camps, it never
glitter,
ends well.
Put into box
There will be macaroni
cars.
and glitter. It will be fine.
You're putting people into box cars and taking them to camp, Stephanie.
Only if they're selfish holes.
Oh, boy.
It's a little selfish hole box.
And Amanda and I tested before seeing Bob and Kimberly.
I think people
on Thursday.
People might have problems with the optics of that.
Oh, let's talk about you and really. Why, Jody?
Yes.
Explain the picture of you and Bob Seska and Kimberly and Amanda Weiss in bed.
We were in the refrigerator.
Okay, that was a lot of sexy liberal in one bed. Bob and Kimberly are, they're like
Amazons.
Yes,
they're Barbie and Ken.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right. So nothing. There's no other details you want to spill.
Went to D.C.
I know. I saw.
Did Bob's show.
I know. I saw, and you were magic. I listened. Why do you have to sit behind Bob? I know. I need to know the whole setup.
That was weird.
You're in like a spaceship together. Like why?
I was Uhuru. I don't know. It's just how it's set up, and I literally just stared at the back of his head.
Well, because he's so tall.
No, it's not that.
Yeah.
And also, he's not used to looking at you when he actually does the show with you, so it may have been more comfortable for him to not
I
see
believe
your
that's
face.
how it's set up for him and Kimberly when they do their Friday show.
They're like a bobsled team?
Yeah.
They don't face each other. These guys are going to redesign the studio overnight so they don't have to look at me. I'm just telling you, I'm going to be facing that one.
I don't look at you anyway.
They're going to put baby in the corner.
I don't look at you.
I haven't made eye contact with you since like 1999.
Can we set your microphone upstairs again?
I'm like, does someone have COVID? No, we just like it better when you're
when
not
she's
here.
not in the room.
I think the last time you made eye contact with me was in 1997 when you sat me down and said, "So are you gay?"
I did not.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
Yes, you
told
did.
me you were gay. I mean, what happened? You turned to stone. My hair turned to snakes.
Yes.
We haven't done it again.
Right.
Okay.
You turned me gay.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Well, you wouldn't be the first, man.
I think that's what did it.
Yeah.